It's hard to know where to start. David has been involved in seemingly every aspect of the real estate industry, either as a developer himself or as someone who has helped all of us understand public policy.
Extraordinary leadership. He's led NAIOP for almost 3 decades, and he's done it with an amazing passion and commitment.
David is in the truest sense, a visionary. He is an inspirational leader. He was able to take this really tiny organization that really wasn't much of anything and envision what it could be.
From the time when David was president of NAIOP as a volunteer to the time when he became executive director in 1991, the organization was really just a startup.
5 or 6 of us sitting around a small table in South Boston figuring out what to do with this NAIOP. Essentially, he took all of the icons, the titans of the real estate industry, who each had their own different view of the world and real estate, and convinced them that they could work together for some common goals.
David brought us in and he really taught us the power of coming together as an industry. And so much of what I learned from him was how important it was for us to not only protect our industry, but improve our industry for the next generations.
Encouraged all of us to make a contribution in terms of civic involvement, political environment, giving back to the industry, and he's been phenomenal at getting people to do a lot, whether it be financially or contributing their time and effort, and really having us work collectively as a whole as an industry.
A great voice for our industry. All of us who have been involved in NAIOP over the years have incredible pride at the organization that he's built, the team that he's built, and the fact that he has done it with great class and integrity.
Took this organization from a relatively small group to now one of the most respected organizations that we have here in the State House.
Over the course of his career at NAIOP, it's grown from an organization that was relatively small to one whose voice on issues associated with land use, real estate, climate change, and so many other issues is a big one, and one that really matters in Massachusetts.
We're up to 1,700 members in the state. We're the largest in the country, the largest NAIOP group in the country. And that's because David was a great salesman.
He's a great salesman, got me involved in volunteering, but honestly, it's been a great experience.
It was one of the great experiences in my volunteer life because I got exposed to not only a tremendous staff and a tremendous group of young volunteers, new people to the business that I would never have been exposed to.
David's vision, leadership, innovation, and never-ending energy have made NAIOP what it is today.
He's a very smart, intelligent, knowledgeable man.
David is really kind.
Kind, caring, supportive,
exuberant, outgoing,
incredibly generous,
incredibly creative,
very involved in philanthropic endeavors, one of the good guys.
David has been just a key player, a leader, an advisor, a passionate advocate, and an hysterically funny guy.
A real sense of humor.
Funny
and funny.
David Begelfer is really a living legend in the real estate business in Massachusetts. And I know that because David told me that himself.
He has a good sense of humor. He is very quick on the uptake.
So the meetings had a sense of play. There's a sense of camaraderie, friendship that David has fostered with his really poor sense of humor, as well as his ability to insult people in the middle of meetings. People came to those meetings because of these insults.
He's had his stumbles along the way. I particularly remember him betting Menino that a piece of legislation couldn't be passed, and he would eat his hat, and David ate his hat. And I remember Bill Weld used to call him Begelfer. He could never get David's name right.
David once complained, as he does occasionally, like at every meeting.
Probably the funniest thing is that he's not funny. This is the most serious human I know. All he thinks about is NAIOP.
But I think what I want to share is the personal side of David and what it's like to work for him. I feel very blessed and grateful that he hired me. He is absolutely the most amazing leader, but he really treats us all like family in the office, and he celebrates all of our good things in life, and he is right there with us when things are going tough.
He's created a culture at NAIOP where all of us support each other through life's ups and downs.
He has reminded us all the importance of diversity and inclusion.
People in the industry run the gamut from conservative to progressive, and David has been able to fit in and talk with everybody and all of us. I think it's wonderful that he mentored 2 women who are going to become co-presidents, and I could certainly say we've all come a long way, baby, when that happens.
It's been an honor and a privilege to work with David. He has been a true mentor in every sense of the word.
An incredible mentor, a leader, and somebody that I have the utmost respect for.
And it was such an honor and such a pleasure to work together with David, the best 10 professional years of my life.
Apart from David being a really great guy and caring a lot about Boston and New England and the community that we live in, he's made an enormous impact on the lives of thousands of people.
He worked hard with us on all the issues associated with our reg reform initiative. He was a great advocate and a great voice on issues associated with land use and climate change.
Civic and charitable leadership at organizations like CJP, United Way, Hebrew College, Mass Econ, and so many more organizations.
And obviously, we really appreciate all the support we got from David and from NAIOP on our initiative around housing.
Has done an amazing job helping others. He's done an enormous effort in trying to help the homeless, and
he has helped our community be a better place.
It's been fabulous working with David.
It was never a dull moment. It was a lot of fun.
all of those are values that we all appreciate, and although David leaves, the values stay with the organization because he's embedded them in all of us.
David, I just want to say thank you so much for hiring me, for teaching me, for believing in me, for being my champion, and most importantly, being my friend.
David, you and I have talked about what the future may hold for you. I can't envision you doing nothing. And I am sure that the next opportunity that you find will be terrific for you. And I hope that you'll call me so we can talk about it and I can share it with you. Good luck, David.
Really a great career for David. We had some great memories. He's been a great friend. So David, we thank you.
Well, I think it's important to say thank you.
Yeah, just really from the words that hopefully go out from the heart, go into the heart, the deepest gratitude for everything that you've done for us as a friend, as a colleague, as a passionate believer in what it is that we do for so many every year. We just want to say thanks.
I hope this isn't a retirement and that it's just a next phase for him. And I hope that he'll continue to be engaged and involved and give back to our community in the many ways that he's demonstrated over the last 20 or 30 years.
David has been a great leader. I consider him a great family man, a good friend, and I wish him good luck. And Betty Ann, thank you for sharing him with us.
David, congratulations on your retirement after many years at NAIOP. I can tell you that I'm always going to miss that wonderful smile that you always had. In addition, the politeness, the advocacy, the knowledge, and courteousness that you've always extended to myself and all the members of my staff here. And whatever the next chapter in your life may be, please be assured that I wish you the very best of luck, success, and most importantly, good health. Thank you, David, again, and best wishes.
David, the Commonwealth is a better place because of your leadership and commitment. I wish you the best in this next chapter of your life and for NAIOP's continued success in years to come.
David, I just want to say to you on your way out how much you have mattered to the Commonwealth, the difference you've made in so many ways, and I think a big part of the success we've had here in Massachusetts in growing our economy has been a direct result of the fact that people like you have some of the biggest and most important voices in our public debates. But I do want to say how much we're going to miss you, and I hope whatever you choose to do next turns out to be something that's full of fun and opportunity and a chance for you to continue to engage in the public space. Take care.
David, thank you does not seem sufficient, but thank you for everything. You will be missed.
I know that when you move on to your next transition or your next goals, it's going to be spectacular, and I know that you're going to do wonderful, and we're going to miss you terribly.